game. They win their 8th straight Orange League championship. Brea, they not only need to beat Valencia tonight, but they have to beat Western next week, so a lot on the line for Brea. They have to probably go through the air tonight because Valencia is just so tough to run against, but they have a pretty good quarterback, Jason Luevanos, to get them started on that flight.
Well, he's had an excellent year so far. Last week, probably his best ball game, threw for just under 200 yards against Magnolia, and he'll have to fill it up tonight, I think, because Valencia's always tough to run against.
How about on the ground? You say that they're tough to run against. He has a favorite receiver, I guess, in Jamie Baraglia. Also compliments him very well.
Yeah, Jamie, I guess, is about the 10th receiver in Orange County statistically, and they'll go to him when they need the big play. And I think against Valencia's tough defense that they're going to have to put the ball in the air quite a bit tonight.
For Brea defensively, they have a fine free safety in Mike Ryan.
Well, he's a returning all-county player, 4.0 GPA, a great student and a great athlete.
You look at Valencia. We mentioned that they have already won 7 straight Orange League championship. And win tonight, they win number 8. What makes them so darn good?
Well, Mike Marujo and his staff just do an excellent job of teaching the game, teaching the fundamentals of the game, year in and year out. The faces change, but everything else stays the same. The execution is there. Offensively, they're not overly fancy. They don't do a tremendous amount of things, but what they do very, very well. And defensively, you won't find a team that's sounder on individual technique than Valencia, a team that plays better team defense.
Now you've coached and you've had to get your players up for this game against Valencia. They seem to steamroll past all their opponents. As a coach, how do you get them up? How do you get the kids believing that you do have a chance to win this game?
Well, what you got to do is just go into each ball game, especially a game like this against Valencia, is minimize your mistakes and try to keep Valencia's offense off the field, and play good, solid defense when you're out there defensively, and offensively try to control the ball and make the big plays. And if you do that, you have a chance.
Well, for the Tigers, offensively, they will be slowed down in the backfield because Ryan Roskelley is questionable. Dave Sanchez, a very fine cornerback, is also questionable for the Tigers, but they are loaded. They have a lot of depth. John Fuel, 9 touchdowns on the year. Willie Barnes, 9 touchdowns on the year. They will be without the 7 touchdowns on the year by Ryan Roskelley, but they also can air it out with quarterback Mark O'Brien. And remember, O'Brien is only a junior, and we already mentioned how tough Valencia is to run against, and they have only given up a touchdown per game. So Valencia, they are right on track where they usually are this time of the year. It is also Valencia's homecoming, so we have a lot going on here tonight from Bradford Stadium. When we come back, we'll bring you the up-to-date starting lineups and the opening kickoff on this, the North Orange County Football Game of the Week.
Hi, this is James Worthy of the Los Angeles Lakers. Catch the best in local sports coverage right here on PCTV.
Our North Orange County Game of the Week, Brea and Valencia, which should decide the Orange League Championship. Valencia, they are 3-0 in Orange League play. The Wildcats 2-0-1, 1 half game behind the Valencia Tigers. The Wildcats in their traveling white and gray trimmed in green. They will receive the opening kickoff as the home team, Valencia Tigers, blue, gold, and white, and it's homecoming, so a full evening of activities on slate.
Valencia won the toss, and they elected to defer the call to the second half. So Brea has elected to receive, and Valencia will be kicking off from and defending the south goal.
Jamie Baraglia, number 3, and Mike Ryan, number 31, back deep for the Wildcats. Big ball game tonight. Again, a Brea win and a win next week against Western, and they would have stopped the 7-game league streak of championships by Valencia. And this is Mike Ryan crossing his way up near the 30-yard line, where the Wildcats will take over on offense.
All right, starting lineup for the Brea Wildcats on the offensive line. Bernie Rivas at left tackle. Left guard, number 57, Jason Beam. Center is number 50, Mark Seitz. Right guard is number 73, Ben Segura. Right tackle is number 72, Sean Tracy. And the tight end is number 87, Mark Hales.
The quarterback lining up will be number 10, Jason Luevanos, Sean Bickle, Lou Morales, Jamie Baraglia, and Rob Logatita. First play on the ground. Straight up the middle for Sean Bickle, and that tough Tiger defense was right there waiting for him.
Okay, starting up front for Valencia, defensive end number 36, Raul Padilla was in on that tackle. Defensive tackle number 73, Dave Wallace. Middle guard is number 38, Reginald Garcia. Defensive tackle, Soren Kabuta, and the other defensive end is Derek Forbes.
And we'll catch you up to date on the backfield after this play. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. Out of the I formation to the tailback, the give is to Lou Morales.
All right, defensive backfield and linebackers. The 2 inside backers, number 45, Ken Lee, and number 92, Mike Eli. And the 2 cornerbacks, number 21, Corey Alexander, number 81, Kevin Alexander. Strong safeties, Jason Sakota, and the free safeties, Rob Chaldon.
Morales picked up 4 on the play, brings up 3rd and 4. Across the 35 at the 36-yard line. Tailback give again around the left side. He's going to have enough for the first down across the 40, and Steam rolls his way up near the 45-yard line. Corey Alexander on the stop.
A nice fill there by Corey Alexander. A good sure tackle on the open field.
Well, Carl, we mentioned how stingy this Valencia defense is, and a good run that time.
They've kept it on the ground so far and taking it right at him.
3 running plays on a first down. At the 45-yard line of Brea, we've just started. The first man through was Sean Bickle, 5'10", 160, only a sophomore.
Just straight ahead dive play there. Brea's come out in a 2 tight end offense, which basically forces Valencia into playing the straight up Okie without having to being able to slide their people around.
We mentioned how last week Luevanos threw very well, just under 200 yards. We thought they might open up a little bit more in the air at the outset, but so far here, with a slot to the right, they're going to keep on the ground for the 5th consecutive time.
Pretty well stuffed that time. Number 45, Ken Lee, and 65, Derek Forbes in on the tackle there. Makes about 3rd and a long 4 here, so just about forced into a passing situation here.
Well, remember on 3rd and 4 last time, they kept it on the ground, went around the left end, and picked up the first down. On that give, it was Lou Morales. They have that double tight end flanked to the left.
Yeah, Baraglia tight end up top there.
To the tailback, this is Morales again, cut inside, and is going to be very close to the first down.
He's going to be just short. Depends on the mark, but they ran a little long trap out there and came up just short, I believe.
They needed to get just on the other side of the 45-yard line of Valencia, and that is what they did.
Looks like they got a pretty good mark there.
They sure did. We are just about even with the marking of the football, about 5 yards off, and they're going to bring the chains out.
Okay, here's the play again. You see the fullback faking the dive to the right, filling for the guard, and guard pulls to the outside for the trap. And they did, in fact, get the first down. So a very fortunate spot there by the officials. And again, Brea keeping the ball on the ground now for 6 straight plays.
Well, on the first 3 again, they came up with 3rd and 4. On the first set of downs, they came up with 3rd and 4, and both times they converted. Inside the 45-yard line, the first passing play goes to the right side for Lou Morales, who gathers it in at the 40-yard line. Brought down by Rob Chaldon.
Well, a little dive fake into the line and tried to hit the tight end up the seam, and he was not open early. He did open up later on, but he did hit the safety valve there, the swing to the tailback out of the backfield, picked up a few.
Chaldon playing with somewhat of an injured shoulder. Suffered a neck injury a couple weeks ago against Magnolia, and the nerves is affecting the shoulder. Was questionable for the start of tonight's game. He's in there and playing well. 7:54 to play, opening quarter, no score. First offensive series. Here is Lou Morales again. He did another first down.
Yeah, he's got another first down up there. Okay, our officials tonight, the referee, the white hat out there is Bill Hudson. Umpire David Jones. Head linesman is Dick Giroux. Field judge is Chris Thomas. And the back judge, Dwayne Duncan.
They spot the ball inside the 35. Another Brea first down. They look impressive here to start.
Here's a wing set with the wing back set back. Maybe a little reverse action here. Bootleg off in the reverse fake, throwing deep to 84. Looks like PI.
He was going for Ricky Taylor, a 5'9", 195 junior. It looked well developing, Carl.
Yeah, it was a well-designed play, and I think the defensive back there might have got to the receiver just a little bit early and got his hand tied up there.
And that is the first play tonight that has not gained any yardage for Brea. They have been looking very well offensively to start. This is coming up on the 10th play of this drive, which started at their own 31-yard line. They have advanced it primarily on the ground. A couple of passes in there. And 3 first downs. Clock stops, 7:18 to play. 2nd and 10.
Here comes the safety.
Lou Morales, nowhere to go.
Nowhere to run there. Valencia came up in virtually a 9-man front. Brought a safety up top. Brought the linebackers as well. Once he did get outside, there was nothing there.
Okay, that was the previous passing play that was going for Ricky Taylor. That looked well developing, and then the quarterback, Luevanos, just did overthrow Taylor.
Okay, big down here, 3rd and 12. Look for them to try to get the ball to number 3, Baragli there, their leading receiver.
Double tight end set.
No, a little inside
trap.
Nothing given there. Ken Lee right on top of that one. He was not going to be fooled. Nobody blocked him. He just stayed with his key and ran right to the ball.
Yes, that's almost typical of Valencia defensively. You know, they give you some false hope, but once you start to get close, they shut you down. It is one reason why the Tigers are 8-0 on the year, 3-0 in Orange League play. Punting situation, Baraglia also does the punting.
Got nothing out of that one.
Wobbly kick, and it goes out of bounds.
Right off the side of his foot. Trying to kick for the corner and kicked it too far off the side of his foot there and ended up going out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. All right, for the Valencia Tigers offensively now. Left tackle, 76, Paul Richard. Left guard, 67, Scott Williams. The center is Dave Finstermaker. Right guard, Brent Gula. Right tackle, Dave Greer. And the tight end is Phil Schumann.
Quarterback, Mark O'Brien, and the give, and a nice stick. Was it Matt Solinsky?
John Fuel on the carry.
It was Mike Ryan, number 31, not 41, Mike Ryan. There's the backfield for Valencia.
Okay, quarterback, again, junior Mark O'Brien, number 4. Ryan Roskelly, number 25, is the one running back, John Fuel, the senior at the other running back, and the wide receivers are Nathan Mabane and Josiah Williams. Willie Barnes.
Brett Coop on the stop.
All right, for the Wildcats defensively, Rob Logatita and Paul Garcia, the defensive guards, and the defensive tackles. Number 54, Gary Duncan, and number 74, Todd Perrick.
Talk about the backfield in a moment. 3rd and 2, just under 5 minutes to play. Opening quarter, no score. Tigers and Brea. John Fuel muscling his way up for a Tigers first down.
And in the secondary and linebackers for the Wildcats, outside backers Lance Gaspora and Martin McLaren. Inside backers are Brooke Coop and Phil Hernandez. And the 2 cornerbacks, Mike Guanaro and Mark Fiend. And the free safety, the all-county player from last year, Mike Ryan.
Mike Ryan, excellent student, 4.0 grade point average. John Fuel got the first down. They spot the ball just inside the 35-yard line. This is Willie Barnes. Mike Ryan, all-county, in on the stop.
Mark McLaren also up on the tackle there as well. But picked up about 4.
You see Willie Barnes, he and John Fuel each with 9 touchdowns on the year. Picked up 4, 2nd and 6, 4 minutes to play opening quarter. O'Brien, the quarterback, dropping back, given some time. Nice block by John Fuel, and he hits Josiah Williams at midfield, and across midfield he goes down to the 45-yard line.
Josiah Williams there on the reception.
Brooke Coop. Once again, we've mentioned his name a couple of times. 5'11", 185 senior in on the stop. You see the block by John Fuel, which made it happen.
O'Brien put that right on the money, and Williams came back to the ball well on the curl pattern.
Second first down of the night for the Valencia Tigers. At the Brea 45-yard line, 1st and 10. First offensive series for the Tigers. Here's Alexander. And Corey Alexander with a twin brother, Kevin, also in tonight's starting lineup. A lot of speed between the Alexanders. And he picked up maybe a yard.
A little scissor action there, and not much running room to be had on that play. Brea is very quick defensively also. It's always been one of their trademarks. They play good, solid defense also.
What the hell are they doing with the stuff?
Boy, they lost a yard, Carl, from where the first down marker was. They should have picked up a yard. They actually said a loss of a yard, and O'Brien going nowhere. But getting back, didn't Alexander pick up a yard?
Well, I think they got a bad spot there.
They got a terrible spot.
He did get across the line. It was thrown back behind the line there, and they end up marking the ball behind the line. So, poor job of mechanics there on the spotting of the ball, I think.
You see the scoreboard has 3rd and 9. We gave him a yard as well, and the down marker actually has it like 3rd and 10 and a half.
Well, this is a big down for them. Let's see if they can come up with the necessary yardage, whether it's 9 or 11, either one here.
Wing on the left.
For a pass here. Oh,
straight up the middle for John Fuel. Stopped short of the first down.
About 3 yards short.
Mark McLaren, 5'7", 160 junior. Got him from behind.
Well, I suspect Valencia's going to go for it here. Just a quick trap. Straight ahead. Trying to catch Brea back on their heels, looking for pass, and run a trap right at him. Quick opener. So it's 4th and 4.
From about the 38-yard line, and the Tigers will go for it. Josiah Williams flanked to the left side, Alexander to the right. Looking for Josiah Williams, and off his hands and incomplete. And the Wildcats have held.
Well, both teams coming out fairly strong offensively, and then eventually sputter. Brea punting on 4th down, and Valencia turning the ball over on downs.
Well, the Wildcats, their first offensive series, they ran 11 plays, picked up 3 first downs. The Tigers moved the ball well. They knocked off 9 plays, picked up a couple of first downs, including a nice pass to Josiah Williams. And on downs, the Tigers go on defense.
Now Brea comes out with an open formation, trips. And here's the ball to Bragley on a little inside reverse.
Stood up by Kevin Alexander, number 81, 5'9", 158 junior. Good crowd here for this homecoming 1990 for the Valencia Tigers. Our 3rd consecutive homecoming game, and you take one more look at the run by Bragley and the defensive play of Corey Alexander, or Kevin Alexander.
Those types of plays are tough to run against Valencia because they are so disciplined up front. They don't stay blocked very long.
Picked up 2, 2nd and 8. Sean Bickle tripped up.
Richards and Eli, I think, in on that play.
Both schools coming off wins. Brea knocked off Magnolia 21-14. Valencia, big win over Western 28-7, but they did lose the services of Ryan Ross-Kelly, slight foot injury. Lou Evanos under some pressure and throws it for an intentional grounding call.
And quarterback thinks he got a a late hit and it was called, but unfortunately I think it's going to be an intentional grounding call going against the Wildcats. Holding on to the ball, looking, and unloads the ball out of bounds and gets ridden out of bounds. And I think the penalty is going to be against the Wildcats.
North Orange County Game of the Week on PCTV Sports. And on downs, the Tigers have held. We mentioned that ankle injury, or the foot injury, to Ryan Roskelley. Major player offensively and defensively for the Valencia Tigers.
Well, the Tigers are blessed with a lot of depth in those offensive and defensive backfields. They got excellent skilled players, and as good a player as Roskelley is, I think that'll his loss will be minimized this evening if the other players can step up and pick up the slack.
Dave Quintero met
Rick Taylor.
Yeah. Hard tackle.
Should have had a fair catch there. Usually that's the call of the other safety back there. He's got to tell the return man if he's got an opportunity to make the catch or if he's got time. So he just gets level there. He's fortunate to hold on to the football.
From their own 36-yard line. An improvement from when they started their first series at their own 23. Mark O'Brien lines up behind Dave Finstamaker. No score, first quarter, 30 seconds to play. Very rapid moving quarter. Here's O'Brien. Gets shoved out of bounds by Mike Ryan. And Mark O'Brien, who has done some running here towards the second half of the season, has scored a few touchdowns on the year. He has scored 4 times, including a 2-yard run in league play against Savannah. So they use O'Brien in the air and they use him on the ground. He's quite a weapon. Pickup of 7, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, maybe they'll throw the ball to him tonight.
I'd like to see it. John Fuel doesn't see much action out of the backfield through the air. He does all of his work on the ground. 9 touchdowns on the year. Picks up a first down here. 9 touchdowns, leads the club.
It's a quick trap again. Get it out to midfield. First down for the Tigers.
15 seconds clock rolling here.
That should be the last play of the first quarter.
Coming up at the end of the first quarter, we'll go to our North Orange County trivia quiz. They might have time to get one play off if they choose. 5 seconds. They didn't get it off, did not get it off. So in a very rapid moving opening quarter of play, we went back and forth. The defenses held when they had to, and at the end of 1 quarter of play, we have no score. Tonight's North Orange County trivia question, Ray Polaris brought Valencia statewide attention when he set the CIF record for a career rushing yardage. He racked up 5,397 yards in his career at Valencia. Our question tonight is, which collegiate star has since broke Ray's mark? Eric Bieniemy, Russell White, or Aaron Emanuel? And we'll come back to the answer to that question at the end of 3 quarters of play.
Well, that's where you like to have the ball when a quarter ends, right on the 50-yard line, so, especially if you're out there playing on both sides of the ball.
Just a quick pivot. Still inside Tiger territory, just barely. Second quarter underway, and here is Willie Barnes.
He could go all the way.
Forehand out, he's across the 30 and finally brought down.
Oh, there's a spear.
And a flag, it was Mark Feeney over to stop him. But we have a penalty coming up against Brea.
Late hit. Come in with a helmet there, you get that call every time.
When we watch it on the replay, you're going to see the straight arm given on a good one by Willie Barnes, which opened it up. Boy, he's a short, compact runner. Here it comes. He just shuns him off. Gets inside the 20, and the penalty yardage is going to get him inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So about a 32-yard pickup, and then the penalty yardage puts him inside the 10 at the 8.
Coming to the full house backfield here with 2 tight ends.
For John Fuel to the outside. Touchdown, John Fuel, number 10 on the year.
Good job of blocking there on the right side. Fuel runs it right into the corner of the end zone. See Barnes lined up here. He comes up straight through there, and Fuel just runs to the corner of the end zone.
64 yards in 4 plays, and Richard Greer in to cap it off. He's perfect. Did I say Richard? I'm sorry, David. David Greer is now 32 of 35 on the year. Point after tries. At one point, Carl, he had made 19 straight. That was stopped a couple of weeks ago against Magnolia, but he's almost perfect. And it is 7-0 Valencia with 11:41 to play in the first half.
You never underestimate the importance of the kicking game.
Big play on the drive, the 32-yard run by Willie Barnes, and then the penalty got him inside the 10, and John Fuel took it from there. David Greer kicks off for Mike Ryan. Straight up the middle, and still going. And brought down from behind. It was Tony Kuhn who got him by the shoulder pads, and then I believe Tim Balin helped finish him off.
Here's the replay of the touchdown again. Just again, a little counter. And Fuel takes it in.
50 yards on the return for Mike Ryan. You don't see that too often against these Tiger special teams.
No. Again, they're very solid all the way across, and you don't see too many balls returned against them.
Ball at the Tiger 45-yard line. 50-yard return for Mike Ryan.
Play action pass. Area's deep. He's open, but he's not going to be able to get the ball there.
He had to throw off his wrong foot as the pressure was coming in that time.
Like Derek Forbes.
6'1", 180 junior.
Play action pass bought him a little bit of time, but the patterns were a little slow developing. The wide receiver was running an out and up, and by the time he made his
clock stopped, just over 11 minutes to play. Again, the double tight end out of the I formation, tailback Lou Morales.
A long tackle power play.
And Raul Padilla on the stop. To this point, the play calling of Brea, they've been trying to mix it up predominantly on the ground. Does that surprise you at all?
Well, I thought that they'd probably end up throwing the ball more, come out throwing, but Coach Looney and his staff have the game plan, and they want to stick with it, try to get the ground game going, perhaps to set up the passing game here.
3rd and 8. Levinos throws to an open player. It is Nick Logatita who has the first down.
That was a nice pass. He put it right on the money there, and Logatita was able to catch the ball and get upfield for about another 4 or 5 yards for the first down.
4th first down of the night for the Brea Wildcats, trailing here 7-0, 10:15 to play, first half. An 8-yard touchdown run by John Fuel, capping a 64-yard drive. 64 yards in 4 plays. Savannah, which has given the Tigers their most difficult task, Valencia winning that game 27-17, they established the air game and they were successful. There's another pass plan, this time underthrowing the intended receiver, Sean Bickle. Threw it a little bit too low around the shoelaces.
They're running a little flood pattern that had the flanker deep, the tight end, the intermediate flat, and then the back out of the backfield into the short flat.
Savannah's quarterback, getting back to the passing game, Brad Bellinger. He threw for 258 yards against the Tigers. Very high numbers against a Valencia secondary. 258 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brea on the move here. They have it 2nd and 10 and some movement.
Looks like they're going to have 2nd and 15. For
the most part, fairly well played. Quick game, not too many penalties. I guess you would expect that from the top two teams in the Orange League.
Well, that's what you'd hope to have from a coaching standpoint also. You hate to get into a big game and have the officials take it away from the kids. Let the players decide the game plan, head up.
Play action. No, it was a gift for Lou Morales.
Started straight ahead and then veered it to the outside. Turned the corner, able to get a couple yards out of it. He picked up around about 4 or 5, almost all of the penalty backed up anyway.
What did he give him? It's going to bring up, like you say, 4 yards, 3rd and 11. He got forced out of bounds, so it stops the clock for the moment. They flank Ricky Taylor to the left. Double tight end, I tandem.
Action again, back into the flat.
And it goes for Bickle.
I think we had a clip there. I had a clip called by the back judge. Receiver came up from behind the Valencia kid there and hit him from behind. Sprung the receiver right here. You see it right there in front of the screen there. They had enough yardage for the first down, but 15-yard walk-off here against the Brea Wildcats.
How can you teach against the clip?
You just work and work and work on making sound decisions. You know, if you can't see the front numbers, you don't touch them. And it's a matter of drilling that with your wide receivers. And no matter how hard you work at it, you're still going to get that in a ball game. Kids get excited and they want to get a piece of somebody in the different colored shirt. They end up with a penalty there. Sometimes you get away with it, but more often than not, that's when you're out in the open field like that, you're going to get nailed.
Right there. Okay, it pushes them well back to where they started this drive at the Tiger 45. 3rd and 24.
Defensive ends will pin their ears back here. They're running the screen.
And intercepted by Raul Padilla. He was in trouble, Carl, and he decided to throw it anyways, an ill-advised pass.
Yeah, poor decision there. Tried to unload the ball, and even had the receiver caught the ball, it would have been a big loss. So the play was not well executed.
Boy, great hand-eye coordination by Raul Padilla as he caught that one going down. Tiger offense back on the field, already leading 7-0. And here is John Fuel, who has a touchdown. He may have another one.
Yep.
Got a block. Got a touchdown. 44 yards for number 44. And credit the block to Josiah Williams, 6'1", 170 senior. He made it happen.
Sets up as a sweep, cuts back across the grain. He's got one man in the middle there, number 30, and he gets a good block. Mike Bonaro is the only guy that had a shot at him, but like you said, Williams got a good piece of him out there in the middle of the field, and Fuel could have cut either left or right and taken it into the end zone.
And now David Greer once again is 2 for 2 on the night. He is 33 of 36 on the year, and the Valencia Tigers now lead 14-0 with 9:10 to play in the first half. Boy, that is almost typical again of Valencia. They get a turnover and then they make you pay for it almost immediately, huh?
Yeah, well, the last 2 drives, they had the four-play drive for 60-some yards, and then the one-play drive there for, 45 yards. Not bad offense.
For John Fuel, that would be his 2nd longest touchdown run of the year.
Oh, yeah.
He had a 60-yarder against Sonora. Mike Ryan back deep on the return. Remember the last kickoff, he returned it for 50 yards.
Yeah, look for him not to kick the ball real deep here. Look for maybe a squib of some sort.
You called it, Coach. The up back is Marco Hernandez. And Hernandez gets dropped across the 25 at the 26-yard line, where Brea trailing here by 2 scores. will take over for the 4th time on offense. Here's the touchdown run. He follows his blockers very well.
Boy, there was a great block there in the middle. I didn't catch the number.
I think it was 62, Brent Gula.
There was a white shirt going flat on his back. They call those pancakes. He definitely got pancaked.
They're getting battered around here as well. Down by a couple.
Oh, I get it. Battered. I get it.
Ken Lee, one of the men on the stop for the Tigers. One of the 2 finest defensive players on the field for Valencia. He along with Mike Eli. Eli, he wears number 92. Lee, he's number 45. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Play action, throw to the right side. Broken up off the hands of Raul Padilla once again.
Yeah, he almost had another pick.
Yeah, he's the one who got that second touchdown set up.
Well, Brea's got to be a little bit down right now.
Well, they opened the game so very well. They started to move the ball against the Tigers from the start.
Well, turnovers can really change a ball game around. You see it happen here, and now all of a sudden their offense is out of sync. And the Valencia defense playing with a lot more confidence.
Another play action, another pass in the air. And this one is going to be caught.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down.
Rick Taylor.
He came back for that ball real nice there.
Number 84 going to the sidelines. Rick Taylor, 5'9", 195 junior.
Here's the replay. It looked like it might have been, could have been a pass interference here too. Or
he was close to being on his back. They give him the first down at the 40-yard line.
See the confidence out there in the Valencia Tiger defense. They want to see that Wildcat team come out of the huddle. They're ready to play.
Backs are split to the right side, and his intended receiver fell down. I think it didn't come with the ball anyways. It was Nick Logatita, the receiver, 5'11", 155 sophomore. The main receiver, Carl, is Jamie Baraglia. We really haven't had a chance to call his name so far tonight.
Well, we've seen him carry the ball once, but they haven't seen the ball thrown in his direction.
Of course, Valencia, they are well aware of Baraglia, so the defense may be on him, and he just isn't getting open.
He's set back a little bit here, maybe looking for him coming into the pattern, into the flat there, throw
and
deeper.
Fine catch again by Rick Taylor.
Yeah, up there for the first down.
14-yard pickup, and closer to 12 yards. 12 yards on the pickup.
Well, they got him listed in the program here as 5'9", 195. And if he's 195, we're all in trouble.
Little inflated, huh?
Yeah, I would say so.
That'd put me at about 220.
Yeah, me too.
First down. Number 6 for the Brea Wildcats, and approaching number 7 on a fine carry, Jamie Baraglia, and a flag is down there.
The flag looks like could be in the area where they call a hold.
There you see 7:32, 14-0 Valencia. We're in the second.
Boy, another big mistake there for the Wildcats. This really hurts because they're up there almost at a first down again.
And this is a lot like their last series, which they started at the 45, moved the ball for a first down, and then got called for a clip, and that led to the interception. That led to the John Field touchdown, and that leads us to where we are right now, 14-0 with 7.5 to play. They're backed up to their own 44. Lou Morales was the intended receiver, Raul Padilla and Alexander back there.
And it looked like Mike could have had the interception had he been playing the ball, but I think he was going for the hit here.
And when you say Alexander, you have to distinguish yourself between Corey or Kevin. That was number 21, Corey Alexander. He's 5'9", 160. He's a junior.
And the tough thing is they're both out there at the same time.
21 and 81 on the corners. Nick Logatita unable to come up with that one, so it brings up 3rd and 20 with 7:11 to play in the first half. Remember, coming up at halftime, we will bring you the crowning of the 1990 Valencia Tiger Homecoming Queen. And the court of Myrna Martinez, Amy Saray, and Amy Sims. And the crowd on hand waiting for that, enjoying what they have seen so far. 2 Tiger touchdowns. The defense looking good on the keeper. He gets the penalty yardage back a little bit more. And Jason Luevanos goes out of bounds inside Tiger territory, but again, Carl, well short of a first.
Well, he picked up about 10 or 11 yards there on the play action and kept the ball around the corner there, but not near enough to get a first down.
So for the 4th time, and now let's see, the 3rd time tonight, the Tigers will drop back to receive a Brea punt. 3 punts and an interception. The interception led to a touchdown.
Uh-oh, bad snap.
Braglia picks it up, got it away, and did a fine job with it. And it's going to roll into the end zone where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, up by 14.
Turned disaster, a near disaster, into a 47-yard punt. That's what athletic ability will do for you back there.
He's a fine one. Leading receiver on the team, 10th in Orange County, does the punting. Jamie Baraglia. Number 21, Corey Alexander. Took a look at the back of Phil Schumann. A lot of those guys don't get a whole lot of recognition. Guard for the Valencia Tigers. In motion is Alexander. Single setback. John Fuel, flag on the play. Got a first down, and look at those legs. They're not going down now with 4 guys on his back. Finally brings them down, but let's check out the penalty.
Looked like it might have been a procedure against the Tigers there.
It is against Valencia. While we have the time, we can take a look at the scoreboard last night. The El Dorado Golden Hawks picked up their first league win of the season. They knocked off the Catella Knights 28-10.
They played a fine football game last night. Put the ball in the end zone 4 times and did not give Catella's offense a touchdown. Catella scored defensively on about a 50-yard fumble return, and they also came up with a field goal.
Brian Warner, a sophomore, accounted for 295 yards total offense, 3 touchdowns, season high 178 yards rushing. Another flag, we may have a face mask.
Definitely a face mask call there.
Another good night for Jason Bluth, and the Hawks have been playing very well lately, Carl.
Oh, the last 2 ball games, they've looked very good.
You can see the face mask right there, easy to call, number 65 guilty. Bluth passed for a season high 203 yards, a couple of touchdowns. And that 65-yarder to Brian Warner. So the Hawks get into the win column, and that's good to see. Boy, you have your men go to work, they work 40-hour weeks, and it's nice to have them get a paycheck.
Well, I tell you what, they would like to only have to work 40-hour weeks.
Loera in the Empire League beat Los Alamitos 17-14. That may raise a few eyebrows, but for those of us who have seen Loera play, we know that they are a very fine football team. They almost knocked off Esperanza.
Well, that game last night, those 2 games, El Dorado's win over Catella and the Loera win over Los Al, as odd as it may seem, if El Dorado can continue to play good football and beat Los Alamitos this week and the right things happen, they could end up in the playoffs.
Wouldn't that be nice? And then in the Orange League, Savannah knocked off Western 21-10.
Well, it's back to play here now. That penalty we thought was a face mask, ended up calling a holding on the Tigers.
John Fuel, they line him up and they bring him down. Mike Winaro
6 foot, 185, number 30.
And Mark McLaren also in on the play.
Mike Bonaro, he was the Defensive Player of the Week against El Dorado in a Brea victory in a game in which El Dorado led midway through the first half. Cornerback number 30, Mike Bonaro. Gain of 9, 2nd and 14. 5 minutes to play, first half, 14-0 Valencia. O'Brien dropping back to pass, looking down the right side, throws short, and another flag, and this one coming very late by the referee.
Yeah. He's looking at 54 there. I didn't see the end of the play, but he might have got a roughing the passer there.
And that's a silly foul, a very unnecessary foul, if that's what it is, and that's what it is. Boy, that is not smart at all. Not smart at all.
Hit there for a first down.
So the Wildcats, here we can take another look at it and look to the far right of your screen.
And I'd say that was a real close call. Quarterback gets the ball off, you got to veer off, but he wasn't that far removed from him.
Well, it's an automatic first down, and for Brea, they had a chance to pin them back, get some field position in their favor, and that penalty pretty well takes care of that.
Just a little quick trap again. Barnes.
Willie Barnes coughed it up, and it is recovered by number 54, Gary Duncan, and the Wildcats get a break.
And ball popped straight up in the air there. One of the Wildcats had to get a helmet right on the ball. There it is. 86 got his helmet on it. Ball pops up. Brea is set up in business there at the 31.
In great field position, so we talked about field position, and Brea didn't expect to get it so quickly. And they set up at the 31-yard line, down by 14. Well, let's see what the Wildcats can do with it now.
For them to have a shot, they're going to need to get the ball in the end zone before they get to halftime here.
Wing on the right. The wing has the ball. It's a play-action fake, and it is a pass that is going to be caught by Sean Bickle. Boy, that is the second time tonight that Jason Luevanos has really had me faked out.
Well, play-action pass. You see it coming back inside here, fakes the reverse, comes outside naked there without a blocker.
Good one-handed gather.
Bickle makes a nice catch of that ball.
Picked up
Only two for all that effort.
2nd and 8. Brea with 6 first downs on the night. This is the second time that they have started a drive inside Tiger territory. They have yet to score.
23.
Lou Morales trying to spin off the left side, and another flag.
A late flag coming in there. Hate to speculate what that might be. Maybe a face mask, maybe a hold.
Derek Forbes.
Personal foul. Boy, you just don't see that happen much. Very uncommon call against Valencia.
And they're going to mark it off from where
Ken Lee hobbling off there. Fuel going into replacement linebacker, but you don't see too many personal fouls called with Valencia. They're so well disciplined, well schooled on the basics of the game. You just don't see too many personal fouls.
From the 12.
Play action, dumping into the flat.
It is Bickle again getting bumped out of bounds.
He's down around the 6-yard line.
Kevin Alexander on the stop. We saw Ken Lee hobble off the field. He already has a bad ankle coming into tonight's game, and you see the play develop. Ball at the 6. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4. They need the 2-yard line for a first.
Still plenty of time. About 4.5 minutes here in the first half.
14-0 Valencia, but the Wildcats are on the move. To the tailback, Morales trying to get to the outside and is wrapped up by Alexander.
But he's looking close for the first down, maybe a first down.
Again, he needed the 2. He got to the 3. He's going to be just short.
Yeah, they're going to bring the chains in here. check your eyesight out here.
Alexander and Raul Padilla in over to slow him down. So we have a referee's timeout for the measurement. 4:11 to play.
In the meantime, Ken Lee down here on the bench getting
his left ankle.
Extra little tape put on his left ankle there. Well, Darren, your eyes are failing you a little bit there. Had more than enough for that first down.
Isn't that what I said? North Orange County Game of the Week on PCTV Sports, and we are glad you joined us for this Orange League battle. Well, this rivalry goes way back. Brea and Valencia, one of the oldest in Orange County. Brea ready to score.
45.
And Valencia, which is so very tough, this far down near their goal line, they need to hold 3 more times.
A long rivalry here between the two schools. For many, many, many years, the series dominated by Brea. And in recent years, of course, Valencia on their run here for the last several years has really turned this series around.
2nd and goal. Inside the 1. On the give. Did they get it? Boy, they are stacked up. No call. Now we get the signal. Touchdown.
Look at those Brea cheerleaders go.
Well, let's see who gets the call. Who gets it?
Might have been number 3.
Jamie Baraglia. Let's see if we can roll it one more time, Neil.
It was the up back and the power eye.
31, Mike Ryan with the score. So you saw the 3. And now into the cap it off will be Marco Hernandez. And it's 14-7. Just about what we expected here.
Well, Valencia's got 3 minutes and 19 seconds to try to put up another score. See if they can put together a drive down here and put the ball in the end zone. On the other side, Brea's got to do everything they can to keep the Tigers off the scoreboard.
For Mike Ryan, that would be his 2nd touchdown on the year. He had a 5-yard run against El Dorado, picks up his biggest score of the season tonight. And he gets Brea back into this football game. 3:19 to play. The fumble by Willie Barnes is cashed in, so each team has now capitalized on the opponent's turnover. Valencia scoring after an interception, Brea scoring after a fumble, and we have a good ball game here. 14-7 Tigers. 5 plays, 31 yards, a big personal foul penalty mixed up in there. And Brea on the scoreboard. Alexander. And Alexander back to receive for the Tigers, Corey and Kevin. And Marco Hernandez and the Brea Wildcats ready to kick off. On homecoming night 1990 here in a low squib, played by one of the upbacks. That would be Mike Eli, 6'1", 200-pound senior.
Well, that's a tough field position to give up to start a series, 41-yard line.
And that is where Marco O'Brien will bring out the Tiger offense. In this, the 6th offensive series for the Tigers. They have scored. This is the 5th offensive series. They have scored on 2 of the previous 4. 500 percentage, not bad.
What have they done lately? That's the big one. That's the big question.
Orange County top 10. Why won't Esperanza play Valencia? Boy, what a great game that would be. El Toro remains number 1. Tustin in Division 6 is 2. Mission Viejo. Edison Capistrano Valley. La Quinta Santa Margarita moves up from 10 to 9, and Rancho Alamitos. Perhaps a should be phrased, why won't Valencia play Esperanza?
I think that's probably a little more accurate, but we may see that come to pass here in the next couple of years. We'll
It's
see.
ridiculous that Esperanza has to go to Barstow to play a game, has to play Long Beach Jordan when they have a team in their own school district that shares the same stadium, that are both ranked in the county top 10, and they can't get together. What a great game that would be. Boy, that would sell this place out, and they might have to move it to a larger stadium. John Fuel wrapped up. Do you get the feeling Brea's fired up?
74, Todd Perrick there on the play. Yeah, Brea's got a little bit of the momentum now on their side of the field. They'll be doing everything they can to keep the Tigers off the scoreboard here late in the first half. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the second period. Valencia with the ball at their own 40-yard line.
Entertaining ball game before. Good turnout. O'Brien looking to pass to the left side short for John Fuel. They had it set up, and he gets up to the 45-yard line.
About 6. Again, the screen pass, this time to the opposite side. You see it set up here. Brea player had a shot at him here early, runs past him there. Fuel comes back inside and gets nailed by a couple of Brea tacklers.
Again, we invite you to stick around for halftime. It's homecoming 1990 for Valencia, and all the cheerleaders are back watching their football team go for their 8th straight Orange League championship. We have a timeout on the field, timeout Brea, 1:57 to play. We took a look at that Orange County top 10. We have to pause for a break here with the score. Valencia 14, Brea 7.
This is Matt Johnson of the LA Lakers. Catch all the best in local sports coverage on Comcast, Cablevision, Orange County. I'm talking about slam dunking, behind the back, everything, anything you want.
(14-7) Valencia, haven't missed a thing. 3rd and 6. O'Brien going over the right side. It is going to be caught.
Bill Schumann.
Phil Schumann, 6'2", 205.
Big play there to get the first down. The clock will start rolling now. The ball at the Brea 44-yard line, minute 45, and the clock moving here in the second period.
Schumann coming off the line to make that last catch. They have him set on the left side, tied in. Now go over to the right side. It is Josiah Williams who loses the ball going out of bounds. Gain of maybe 8 on the play.
Yeah. And importantly, gets the clock stopped there.
With 1:31 remaining, and the Tigers going for a late drive.
Just a little quick hitch pattern there. Cuts up inside and gets the ball stripped, but fortunately it was right on the sideline there, so the ball did go out of bounds. Last possession to Valencia.
Tigers with all 3 timeouts remaining. Brea has 2. 2nd and 2. Straight over the middle, John Fuel. First down Tigers at the 26-yard line. Make that the 27.
Brea looked very vulnerable there in that pass defense deep. They ended up throwing the ball underneath and made the connection there with Fuel, and is able to get up for the first down.
Tigers look very impressive here, moving the football. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Minute 20 here in the first half.
O'Brien down the right side. Williams again out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Mike Guanaro there on the tackle. And again, Tigers able to get the clock stopped. 1:15 here in the first half.
The 5th consecutive pass play on this drive, which started at their own 41 with 3:17 to play. Well, we are down to a minute 15. The Tigers have advanced the ball from their own 41 to the Brea 20. 2nd and 3, pickup of 7 on that pass play to Josiah Williams. And O'Brien again dropping back. Here comes some pressure, and he goes down. He goes down at the 32-yard line, a loss of 12.
thought they could have had a late hit there. Didn't get called. He slips under the first man right here, and there's a little late action there, but didn't draw the penalty flag.
And now we have another timeout on the field.
I see an interesting rule change this year in high school football. You see the entire Brea team over on the sideline talking with the coaching staff over there. That's something new this year. In the past, it's been either the one player can come to the sideline and talk to the coach, or the coach can go into the huddle. But now, this year, they've gone to the college rule where the whole team can go to the sideline and talk to the entire coaching staff.
In Division 6, the teams highlighted are teams in our North Orange County coverage area. Valencia, Fullerton, Sunny Hills, and Brea comes in at number 11. They are looking very good here tonight, as the North County playing very well in Division 6 ball. Tustin continues to lead. Number 1 in Division 6, Tustin number 2 in Orange County. A minute 6 to play, first half. 14-7 Tigers, 3rd and 14. O'Brien over the middle, broken up. Getting his hands up, Paul Garcia, 5'10", 185 junior. And a big 4th down play coming up here, both offensively and defensively.
O'Brien trying to rifle that ball through the middle there, and didn't get the ball up over the defensive line.
Keep your eyes on number 33 on the right there. Nice job, and he knows it.
And got an official timeout here, trying to sort something out.
So just over a minute to play here in the first half. We've had a 7-0 and 14-0 Tiger lead. Mike Ryan has cut that in half here in the second quarter. And now with a 4th down coming up, 4th and 14, take a look at the playback schedule. Same night playback always, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5, 6, and 8 on the North Orange County Comcast cable system. Fullerton, Brea, Fullerton, Yorba Linda, and Placentia. O'Brien down the left side for Josiah Williams, incomplete, and on downs. The Brea Tigers, Brea Wildcats have held. And Carl, put yourself in head coach John Looney's position now. You have the ball at the 31-yard line, 55 seconds to go. Your team, last time they touched the ball, they scored. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would go very conservative here and go into the locker room 14-7 instead of trying to get the ball up the field with the pass. Maybe a draw play, something like that, but definitely not try to get the ball up top.
Well, they keep it on the ground, conservative for Lou Morales. You wouldn't even want to go for maybe one play, go for broke, huh? If you pick up some yardage and maybe that dictate the rest of your series?
I tell you, that had always been my nature, to be aggressive and get the ball up the field and all that, until a couple years back we were playing Loera here, and they had the real strong defensive ball club, and we were down by, I can't remember, it was a field goal or a touchdown late in the first half. We were giving them more of a battle than what they had expected, and we decided to try to light it up, and we dropped back for a pass, and their all-county nose guard came through and knocked the ball loose from our quarterback. They picked it up and ran it in with no time on the clock to give them all the momentum in the world, put them up by, I think it was 10 points at the time, and then we had to kick off to come out and start the second half.
So once you get stung, it's a second thought before you go back to the honey, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, good, entertaining first half of play here. Valencia leading the Orange League by 1/2 game over Brea, and at the end of 1/2, they have a 1-touchdown lead over the Brea Wildcats. Upcoming, the 1990 crowning of the Valencia Tiger Homecoming Court. We invite you to stick around for that. It's 14-7, Valencia.
This is Matt Johnson of the LA Lakers. Catch all the best in local sports coverage on Comcast Cablevision Orange County. I'm talking about slam dunking, behind the back, everything, anything you want.
Halftime activities here at Bradford Stadium as they begin to introduce the 1990 Valencia Tiger homecoming court, and they have the first princess out there, freshman princess Kelly Valdez. Again, we are halftime here of this Orange League football game. 14-7 Valencia over Brea. While we have the time, we can go over the first half scoring. John Fuel with both Valencia touchdowns. An 8-yard run following a Raul Padilla interception. As we have Michelle Little now, the sophomore princess. So John Fuel, 2 touchdowns, an 8-yard run, and a 44-yard run. Mike Ryan, a 1-yard run for Brea. David Greer, 2 for 2 on point after tries. Marco Hernandez, 1 for 1 for Brea, 14-7 Valencia. The junior princess, Amy Tablin. So the underclassmen court, freshman princess Kelly Valdez, sophomore princess Michelle Little, and junior princess Amy Tablin. The senior court, Myrna Martinez, Amy Sickray, and now Amy Sims, the final one coming up. So in a moment, they will announce the 1990 Valencia Tiger homecoming queen, Myrna Martinez, Amy Sickray, or Amy Sims. The 3 princesses on the senior court. And as you look at Amy Sims, and of course the final car will have last year's homecoming queen, Laurie Chaldon, 1989 homecoming queen for Valencia. Gets a nice round of applause here. Good turnout.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting
Josiah Williams, crowned homecoming king. That, of course, not Josiah Williams. Josiah in the locker room. That is Chris Draft, the freshman Prince.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 1990 homecoming queen is Miss Amy Sims.
Amy Sims, 1990 Valencia Tiger homecoming queen. Josiah Williams, homecoming king. Amy Sims, homecoming queen, and they will be reeling the homecoming dance tomorrow evening. And that would conclude the 1990 homecoming festivities for Valencia High School. Halftime here at Bradford Stadium. Second half upcoming. Tigers lead 14-7.
Hi everybody, I'm Chick Hearn of the Los Angeles Lakers. I hope that you'll catch the best in local sports coverage right here on PCTV.
A scoreless first quarter. They got things rolling in the second quarter. Valencia scoring first, going 64 yards in 4 plays. A 32-yard run by Willie Barnes helped set up an 8-yard run by John Fuel. And early in the second quarter, Valencia led 7-0. Raul Padilla made the game's next big play. He had an interception of a Jason Luevanos pass. That set up Valencia at the Brea 44, and 1 play later, it was John Fuel again going the 44 yards. David Greer has been perfect on both point after tries. 1 play, 44 yards, and Valencia led 14-0 in the second quarter. However, Brea came back following a Willie Barnes fumble. They drove 6 plays. They had 6 plays, a 1-yard run by Mike Ryan, 6 plays, 31 yards, a 1-yard run for Mike Ryan. Marco Hernandez with the PAT, and with the Brea Wildcats now set to kick off to the Valencia Tigers to get started here in the second half of play. We stand 14-7. Carl, you saw the first half of play. What'd you think?
Well, I thought Brea came out strong the first time they had the ball, and eventually had to turn the ball over on punts, and then it got down to a series of miscues or mistakes that typically happen in high school games, and Valencia jumped out, had the momentum there, jumped out 14-0, capitalizing on a couple of Brea miscues, and then Brea recaptured the momentum late in the half there on the big fumble recovery and quick drive down to the end zone, and it set them up at our current score of 14-7. Now it's going to be important coming back out here the second half, see who establishes the momentum right away here.
The first couple of minutes to start the game and to start the half are extremely important, and playing the ball on the fly for the Valencia Tigers is Brent Turner. And Brent Turner gets up near the 45-yard line, where the Valencia Tigers will take over in good shape.
Well, again, it's great position to start off. The field is much shorter there. And we only have to go 55, 56 yards here to get the ball in the end zone.
Brent Turner on the return, 5'8", 160 junior. He is one of 11 Valencia Tigers to score on the season. 11 Tigers have carried the ball over the goal line.
Boy, that's an impressive number.
That really is.
I would look for Valencia here to come back out and try to establish the running game here in the second half.
From their own 44, Mark O'Brien, the junior quarterback behind David Finstemaker. On the right side, it is John Fuel. He may go. Tripped up from behind by Mike Ryan. Free safety getting over to shut him down, or else he's gone 56 yards and a score.
Yeah, that's what you call establishing the running game.
Well, he already has one 44-yard touchdown on the night.
Yeah, he's excellent speed. Barely caught by the top of the shoe there.
31-yard pickup to open the second half of play.
Play action. O'Brien keeps the ball.
And he drops it. And if Brea didn't recover that, boy, they're not going to recover anything.
That's a big opportunity there for Brea to pick the ball up. And I think they might have
overran their chances.
Yeah, misplayed their opportunity there. Yep, second down for Valencia.
Well, if we can take a look at that, you're going to see two Wildcats having an excellent shot at the ball. Whereas there's one, there's two, and they both missed it. Boy, what a fortunate break for the Tigers. However, they lose some yardage on the play. They lose close to 9 yards. Scoreboard has 2nd and 18. We'll go with that. We have played 1 minute here in the third. Already a lot going on.
There's Ross Kelly back in the ball game.
Well, maybe seen only his 3rd down on the night. And slowed down with what Mike Marujo called a slight foot injury. Now, when Marujo says a slight foot injury, it can be anything from a stub toe to amputation. You never know.
Mike plays things pretty close to the vest.
Ross Kelly stopped for no gain. 3rd and 18, deep drop, short pass. John Fuel stopped.
Boy, the screen is not set up real well this evening.
Lance Gaspora in on the stop, which is going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, here's the play again. Now the key thing is for those blockers to get out in front, and you see they're late arriving there, and the Brea defender is able to get up and make the tackle before the people coming out on the screen can get out to make the block. Now here's something interesting. Valencia going for the first down here on 4th and looks like about 19.
They don't like to punt at this school. O'Brien has Josiah Williams or Alexander. It's Alexander for a big gain down to the 2. And when you have receivers like that, you don't need to punt. Corey Alexander, 5'9", 160.
Big play for the Tigers, and well, I tell you, it's got to take a lot out of the Wildcats. 4th and 18, and give a big play like that.
It was Mark McLaren, 5'7", 160.
2 receivers out there in the deep zone. They throw to the underneath one. Valencia in their full house. There's a little scissors action.
For John Fuel, looking for his 3rd touchdown on the night. Boy, how do we sound in stereo? John Fuel getting stopped short of the goal line. Mark McLaren again making his 2nd touchdown saving stop on successive plays. The outside linebacker for the Brea Wildcats. 2nd and goal from the 2. Full house backfield, double tight end, set straight up the middle. Mark O'Brien is
I don't think he
pushed
got
back.
Officials trying to sort out the play here. I think he stopped just short. Ball rested right on the goal line there.
O'Brien has 4 short touchdown runs on the year. 3 of those coming against Fullerton. 4-yard run, 1-yard run, a 4-yard run, and then a 2-yard run a couple weeks ago, or just last week against Savannah. 3rd and 1. 3rd quarter, 14-7 Valencia. Orange League championship up for grabs. John Fuel, the hat trick, his 3rd of the night, a 1-yard run.
Well, just a 2-back lead there, power play. Fuel tucks it into the end zone. A 2-back lead, 1 on the back or 1 on the end. Squeezes into the end zone.
His 12th touchdown on the year for John Fuel, David Greer. He's impressive.
Just to show you what a little bounce of a ball can do there. Had that ball popped up directly into the hands of the Brea defender on that fumble, we'd be looking at a 14-14 score. Instead, Valencia jumps out to a 2-touchdown lead.
56 yards, 7 plays. Boy, the big play, the 4th and 18 to Josiah Williams. That got him down to the 2, and a couple plays later it was John Fuels carrying it in for the 12th time this year. So for John Fuel, he has touchdown runs of 8, 44, and now 1 yard on the evening. Again, his longest touchdown run came against Sonora, a 60-yard blast. But you're right, Carl, boy, that's a big play, and the Cats had 2 chances at that fumble, and they missed it. And Valencia, a couple plays later, they carry it in. So instead of a 14-14 tie, it's a 14-point swing.
And good teams like Valencia capitalized on plays just like that. Here's the squib kick again.
Scoring drive taking 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
Okay, Brea will be starting out here in relatively good field position at their own 37-yard line. 63 yards from pay dirt. You need to get a score here to answer the one that Valencia hung up there.
The tailback is Morales.
Nice little hole there. And Morales hit into the line of scrimmage very quickly. Good acceleration.
Pick up a 5, brings up 2nd and 5, 7:12 to play, 3rd quarter. 7-0, 14-0, Valencia, 14-7 now, 21-7.
Play action pass, going for all of it, and big catch. Mark McLaren, all the way down to the 28-yard line.
"36-yard pickup.
There it is, and perfectly thrown, and Sakota there with the tackle.
"36 yards on the play.
23.
Morales.
And Eli there with a big stop. The thing that's impressive about the Valencia defense, you just don't get too many blocks on their linebackers. They make a lot of plays. Year in and year out, you see their 2 linebackers up there among the leaders and tacklers.
Well, Brea, Carl, doing what they need to do. They need to come right back, as you mentioned.
They're doing a nice job moving the ball up the field here.
Double tight end out of the eye. Play action fake, left side, another bounce pass, incomplete.
The nose of the ball down there, didn't have a chance.
Is he feeling the pressure? Is that what's going on? He appears to be having more time and not having to force the ball as much as he is, and we've seen him throw that pattern a couple times, and a couple times he's been low with it.
I think he had plenty of time there. I think he just got caught up in poor mechanics there and got his feet crossed over, throwing there, and got the nose of the ball down. That play, you got to almost get your feet set, or you got to come out and attack the line of scrimmage. You can't be throwing, crossing your feet, from crossing your right foot over your left foot while you're throwing. Quarterback keep again. I don't think he's going to get it.
On 3rd and 7, he's going to be about 7 yards short.
Alexander and Eli, I think, on the play over there. Play had been effective in the first half, and this time not enough real estate. Here's the play, the fake. You see Alexander come up and Eli there to help polish him off, knock him out of bounds.
No gain before this homecoming crowd.
4th and about 6, and Brea also here going for it on 4th down.
From the 24-yard line. Luevanos needing some time. He has it. He throws in and out of the arms of Corey Alexander.
That very easily could have been 6 points the other way.
So the 36-yard pass play to McLaren is wasted. A scoring chance is wasted, and Brea misses an opportunity.
Short little roll, sets up throws, the deep out, and Alexander makes a nice drive on the football and just did not hold on to it.
Looks like it hit him up in the left shoulder pad. And the Brea people, hoping to see their team take it in, are quieted for the moment. Defense has forced one turnover tonight.
There's Fuel again.
He has 3 touchdowns for the Tigers. 8-yard, 44-yard, and 1-yard runs.
You see, just a little weak side power. He cuts it back inside. A whole swarm of Wildcat tacklers there.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. 5:20 to play, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, here comes the sweep. Alexander cuts back across the grain, and there's a penalty flag. And from the official that came from, that's got to be a holding call against the Tigers. The umpire, the guy lines up behind the linebackers, makes the call.
And they got him for a clip.
Yep. That's even more devastating than the hold. The clip, 15-yard penalty. It'll remain 2nd down, but it's still quite a little chunk of real estate there to back them up. Back to their 14-yard line. Maybe about 2nd, maybe about 21.
It will bring up 2nd and 21. They move them all the way back to the Valencia 14.
21.
Leg keep.
O'Brien has it,
Take me out. No, I'm sorry.
and Mark McLaren over to stop him.
Well, it's bootleg, but it was run all the way. O'Brien had no thought at all of throwing the football here. See, pulling out in front there. He got a nice log block on the defensive end. O'Brien turned the corner there, and the pursuit caught up with him. Now, 3rd and 14, and we get a timeout here by Valencia. Interesting to look one play ahead. If the Tigers don't make a first down here, Darren, do they send in the punt team, or?
Oh, I think they go for it.
I wouldn't.
Well, last time we said that they don't like the punt, it was 4th and 18, and the next thing you saw was Josiah Williams picking up a first down to the 2, and a couple of plays later, John Fuel ran it in from the 1. Speaking of 1, number 1 Orange League champion cross-country girls, they are the Valencia Tigers, picking up the Orange League championship. So our congratulations to the cross-country lady runners for Valencia. In girls volleyball, 2A division, the Tigers are rated number 9. In girls tennis, 1A division, the Valencia Lady Tigers are rated number 8. So the Lady Tiger athletic program doing very well, as is the boys here. And again, this playback schedule, as you can look that over, we can tell you that the number 1 water polo team in major division play, 4A, El Dorado. And they are also top ranked in Orange County, 3rd and 14.
Draw, Fuel. I think you're going to see the punt team come in here. Last time they went for it on 4th down, they were way down the field down there.
And they're going to...
and I think Valencia's short a player, it looks like. There they go.
They answer that as Scott Williams makes his way out to the front line, and then we get some movement.
And it'll be interesting to see what they call here. The Brea man, if he broke the plane there, it's encroachment against the Wildcats. But if he didn't encroach, then procedure on the Tigers. But they do call the offside, the encroachment on the Wildcats.
So that's 5 more yards. Now it's going to bring up a 4th and 6. I say they go for it. No, not yet,
so.
huh? Not yet.
Not in this kind of field position.
Okay. I hope you're not just teasing. I still would have went for it. High and short, and Mike Ryan under it at the 36-yard line, where the Brea Wildcats will take over closer to the 37, needing a score.
Almost exactly where they started their last series. Same hash mark, same place in the field.
You know, this Tiger defense, they have a way of keeping the ball out of the offense's hand. They had one game in which they allowed 1 possession in the second half. Another game in which they allowed no possessions in a quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I think that's more of a tribute to the Valencia offense when they can put those long drives together and eat up chunks of time off the clock. Oh,
Rick Taylor has the ball at the 31-yard line.
Gilbert Quintero is there on the secondary, and he fell out just as the ball arrived. You see here again, Brea doing a lot of play action off the trap fake. You see a wobbly pass going downfield, and just as the ball got there, Quintero falls down, and the Brea receiver able to pull it in for the first down to the 31-yard line. 32-yard pickup.
They had a 36-yard pass play on their first series in this half.
Play action again, fuel with the pressure.
Again, it's that hurried low throw that goes incomplete. Yeah, earlier when I said the defense, I should have said the offense. Yeah, the offense has a way of keeping the ball away from the opposing offense.
Yeah, that's all part of Coach Marujo's philosophy to keep the other team's offense on the sideline. There's a little inside handoff. Nice little crease to run through there and get up close to a first down. I think maybe 1 or 2 yards short. But Baraglia, I don't remember seeing him catch a football tonight. He's carried the ball a couple
times, yeah.
Still waiting for him to come down with his first catch. 3rd and about 2 here. Big play for the Wildcats.
3 minutes.
Fuel in there at linebacker in place of Ken Lee, who's still hobbled. And it's Fuel with the tackle.
Little premonition there, huh?
Well, he's come through untouched the last couple times. So here's another 4th down play for you. Wildcats looking into their playbook here for the 4th and 5 play. Trying to find one a little more successful than the previous 4th down play on the last possession.
Yeah, they're trying to find the one that's going to work here. 4th and a long 5, 2:23 to play, 3rd quarter. 21-7 Valencia. Brea with the ball, moving from right to left.
Oh boy, they call it pass interference.
And that's the only thing that's going to save them. Shouldn't that ball have to be catchable?
It has to be catchable, and I think the official might have put the flag back in his pocket.
I hope so, because that was not a catchable ball.
Here you see play action again, fake, roll to the right, throw back in the middle, crossing pattern, and the ball was not catchable.
Well, the Valencia people voicing their disapproval, and I don't blame them.
Well, they are going to stay with the call. I don't believe. Thought when he put the flag back in his pocket there, he was going to call no penalty, but apparently stayed with it.
Well, it's going to set him up 1st and 10 at the 13. And Morales for maybe one. Alexander and Padilla in on the stop. Well, Carl, what does a play like that do to the defense?
Well, I tell you, it's very unsettling. I looked down at the reaction on the sideline. I didn't see too much squawking from the coaching staff. But from our vantage point up here, it definitely looked like the ball was not catchable.
Pass play for...
Nice little grab there, right on the sideline.
It's a Brooke Coop who came down with it. They had Jamie Baraglia going into the end zone, and Brooke Coop just shy of the goal line. Boy, that light standard is a killer from that one right there, folks. That's what I'm looking into on this.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, that's the same one you look into every week when you're breaking down films, too. And opposing coaches give us the same complaints year in and year out. Get rid of those dang light poles.
Well, it makes it tough to see what's going on down there. They have it inside the 5 at the 3. First and goal from the 3. Brea needs a score here to get back into the ball game. Morales trying to get to the outside. He's going to have to dive, and he's not going to be allowed that move as Alexander and Derek Forbes over to push him out of bounds.
Looked like maybe got 1 yard on that one, so maybe up to the 2-yard line on the right hash mark there.
So for Brea, this drive starting at their own 37-yard line. A big 32-yard pass and then an even bigger pass interference penalty has set them up now at the 2. 1:10 to play, third quarter.
And looks like he's in.
Brooke Coop, touchdown Brea.
And we got a Brea player down injured.
Second touchdown on the year for Brooke Coop. And a 10-yard run against.
Just straight ahead run to daylight.
Yeah, not much touching on that play.
Brea player that's down, looks like it might be Mark Seitz, number 50.
On that touchdown run, the 10-yard run for Brooke Coop, it came against Buena Park, so he scores here tonight. And Brea right back in the hunt. And Seitz shaken up, but it appears to be okay.
Here's the replay again, just running to daylight. See Fuel back in there into the Wildcat backfield. Very quick, difficult to block. They ran away from him, and Coop able to get the ball into the end zone for the score.
And now in to try the point after is Marco Hernandez. Out of the hold of Mike Ryan, he got it.
Never a doubt.
You saw Coop run straight at Rob Chaldone, and we mentioned earlier how Chaldone has suffered a neck injury a couple of weeks ago. So he's losing some strength right there, and he's able to muscle his way past Rob and into the end zone. So we have ourselves a very good ball game. 21-14 Tigers. Each team has scored here in the third, and we have just under a minute to play in the third, 59 seconds. And coming up at the end of the third quarter, we'll go back to the North Orange County Trivia Quiz. Good ball game. Boy, it's gone back and forth. Brea took the opening kickoff, ran off 11 plays, and then had to turn the ball over. Valencia came right back, ran off 9 plays, and the Brea defense held, and then the scoring started, and we are 21-14 now late in the third.
I don't think we're done scoring.
Well, Brea hopes not. The Alexander twins, Corey and Kevin deep for the Tigers. And Marco Hernandez tees it up at the 40-yard line. And the Brea defense hoping to get a good kick, hold, and then set up some field position for their offense. Orange League football. And that is not Hernandez kicking. That was Albert Estrella.
Oh, boy, he was buried over there. Is Jeff Zelm on the return there?
You take a look at the Orange Lake standings. Brea just 1/2 game behind Valencia. Overall 5-2-1. Savannah winning. Anaheim, Western, and Magnolia having a typical year.
Here comes the sweep this way.
John Fuel
Power Fuel.
and Mike Ryan coming up from a safety position to close them down. They give some assistance on the play to Todd Parrick.
And Fuel coming off the field now.
John Fuel, the offensive hero tonight. 3 touchdown scores.
Tigers, time for perhaps one more play here in the third quarter here as we wind down inside of 10 seconds.
Willie Barnes, and he is met.
He is really quick. Acceleration through there. Bonaro there would come up from the secondary with a big hit. Barnes was at full speed there in a very short period of time.
Ooh, and Mike Ryan there, boy, he paid the price. Okay, third quarter, an eventful one. Each team has a touchdown. John Fuel for the Valencia Tigers, a 1-yard run. And Burke Coop for Brea, and it's 21-14 Valencia. We can go back to the North Orange County trivia question. Ray Polaris brought Valencia statewide attention when he set the CIF record for career rushing yardage. Which collegiate star has since broke Ray's mark? Eric Bienemy, Russell White, or Aaron Emanuel? Who'd you come up with? Russell White, now playing for the University of California, Berkeley. White rushed for an all-time CIF high of just under 6,000 yards for Crespi. Eric Bienemy, Bishop Ahmad, and now for CU Boulder. Placed 6th in CIF, and Aaron Emanuel, Quartz Hill High School. Played for USC, led him to a Rose Bowl win, 4,800 yards. He is 7th.
Okay, here we go to the last 12 minutes of action here. Valencia just getting a first down on their last play of the third quarter there, has the ball at the 40-yard line. Comes Alexander on the sweep.
Alexander, they have him lined up.
Oh.
And down he goes for no gain. Mark McLaren, number 44, 5'7", 160 junior on the stop.
See the sweep there in the force, and boy, he got to learn go down when he has no way to get out. You got to get down out of the way of those oncoming tacklers.
Extra effort, lost him a yard. 2nd and 11. O'Brien on the give for Willie Barnes, and he slips through. Picked up a couple yards when they could have had him for no gain.
Quick little draw play there, and Barnes again, very quick accelerator. Brea tackler able to hold on to his shirt there. Here you see it here, quick draw, lead there, up on the backer. Brea really swarming to the ball now. They get to the ball well as a team.
Brooke Coop had him wrapped up, number 45, but couldn't contain him. Boy, Barnes, powerful runner, good leg drive.
He's got some legs, boy. I tell you, he's quick and powerful. To let you to the passing formation.
And he's dropping back to a wide open Phil Schumann. First down.
13, 14-yard pickup there.
Were they in a zone and he just found the opening?
Yeah, they spread him out with a man in motion, spread him out, and then sent the tight end up into that crease there, vacated by the safety who voided out of there with the motion.
At the 45-yard line, it is John Fuel again. Getting a pretty good gain on first down near the 40-yard line of the Wildcats.
Valencia would like nothing more than to put together a long, time-consuming drive here. take about 6 minutes off the clock, get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, right now their offense can make the biggest plays on defense. John Field, you saw him, 6', 180 senior. 12 touchdowns on the year for Big John. From the eye, the fullback give is to Willie Barnes.
A little quick trap there.
Todd Parrick. There's Willie Barnes, number 32. Boy, he's going to be back next year. He's only a junior, 5'8", 185. He has 9 touchdowns on the year as this crowd looks on. Homecoming 1990 for Valencia.
3rd and about 3.
Homecoming night in which Amy Sims crowned homecoming queen. Double tight end, wing on the right, backs are split. To the left side, Barnes.
He is stacked up short of the first down.
And Mike Ryan coming up out of the pile. Clock winding down here. 8:40 to play, 4th quarter, 21-14 Valencia. They have led all the way.
Another big 4th down play for the Tigers here, 4th and 3.
Have you come across the school, Carl, that uses the kicking game as little as Valencia does?
Well, I tell you, there's a school out in the Santa Clarita Valley, Canyon High School, that I haven't seen them play this year, but in years past, they just flat out refused to punt.
I mean, you don't see them kicking field goals. I think they only have 2 on the year. They don't like to punt a whole lot. Scott Wyman, a tight end for Valencia last couple years, he also did the kicking. He punted. His average was almost 50 yards a kick. Still didn't use him a whole lot. He had a good leg for field goals, didn't use him a whole lot. And in this area, which has produced a Phil Nevin and a Kevin Leon out of Esperanza, Phil out of El Dorado. You don't see it here, but they are successful, and they continue to lead 21-14 tonight.
Yeah, all they do is win.
And that's all you have to do, and nobody asks questions. They have come to play, have the red, gray, and green Brea Wildcats. John Looney out on the field, head coach.
Did you say red?
Did I say red?
I thought you did. I'm looking for some red.
It's a good thing I'm not the color man.
Yeah. You're talking to an old Wildcat. I don't remember ever wearing any red.
You just saw red. 4th and 2. Barnes didn't get it. They are pumped up.
Big play there by Mark Fain.
They are really hopping over on the other side of the field.
A quick fill out of the secondary and comes up with a tackle. Big play.
5'9", 160 junior, Mark Fain.
9:05. Check that, maybe 8:05.
I see red and you can't read the score clock. You guys are in great shape listening tonight.
I tell you what, a couple light bulbs out down there.
Yeah, sure. 23. Lou Morales. And Lou with a good gain on first down, and the Brea Wildcats marching now, and the home side, that's the visitors over there. This would have to be one of the biggest wins in Brea history. They have a couple CIF championships in the early 60s, late 50s. They haven't done a whole lot recently. This would be a tremendous win for their ball club.
I'll say it'd be one of the biggest wins in recent history. They've got a long tradition of football back there at Brea.
They have a long way to go to get even in this one.
Yep. I'm glad I'm up here watching and not down there coaching, trying to get the ball up the field against them.
And remember, Valencia doing this, tattered and torn. They have a lot of injuries tonight.
There's the replay, a little fake inside, quarterback keep. Again, this play's been successful a couple times. But that time, no dice, nowhere to go. Brea takes a timeout.
They take a timeout. We can take the time to tell you our next scheduled broadcast on North Orange County Sports. In this, our last regular season football game of the 1990 year. Our next game is going to be boys basketball. It is going to feature an Anaheim school, Savannah, against the El Dorado Golden Hawks. Wayne Carlson coming back for his 4th year as head coach of the Golden Hawk basketball program. Won a league championship a couple years ago, went 10-0, reached the playoffs again last year, went to the 2nd round. It is going to be basketball. That will be November 28th, a Wednesday. Savannah and El Dorado.
And that figures to match up 2 undefeated teams there.
I think you're right. It'll be the first game of the year. Well, we have one undefeated team here tonight. They are the Blue and Gold of Valencia. They are 8-0. Brea, they are 5-2-1. Have a big 3rd down, 3rd and 4, 6:44 to play.
And they come out with the trips to the left, trips to the wide side of the field. No, they fumble the snap. And it looks like Brea got the recovery. It's going to be 4th down. Just a case where the quarterback tried to get out of there too quick. It's going to be a sprint out pass to the left. Tried to get out too quick and forgot to take the ball with him. That really hurts.
Lost him a yard.
Clock ticking down. By the time this plays, punts got off, it'll be down to 6 minutes.
So brings up 4th and 4, so he needs a good kick, and then the defense has to hold. Rob Childon back at his own 27-yard line to receive the punt of Jamie Baraglia.
He got a good punt.
He sure did.
And out of bounds.
Coffin corner. Did it go out at the 1? Inside the 1. Inside the 1.
Check the replay there. After further review.
No, they spotted it very well.
Yeah, but they were late getting down there. I don't trust people running down there making the call while they're on the run. That does crazy things to your vision. Got a replay on that? There we go. Excellent punt here. Let's take a look.
What about a 55-yard kick? Sure.
Boy, I don't know. That's tough to call.
One more time, Neil.
I don't know. Probably not be able to slow it down enough to. We don't have a good angle either.
Here we go. Jamie Baraglia, number 3, got it away. One bounce.
It's hard to say whether it went inside the pylon or outside of it.
It went Brea's way, and the quarterback, O'Brien, pushes forward.
After further review, the play stands.
And without a delay.
Indisputable evidence.
So ball, the worst possible place for Valencia. Now, you think turnover for Brea, and they're right on the doorstep.
I would be very surprised to see Valencia turn the ball over down here. I don't see them turn the ball over much.
Well, it's nothing they're going to set out to do, but if it happens, it would set Brea up in great shape. Here's Alexander. Now, if they can hold, they would figure to get the ball in very good shape. Rob Logatita on the stop, 5'6", 170 junior. Rob Sheldon, number 47, enters the ball game for Josiah Williams. Josiah has played well tonight, a couple of big catches. Just under 5 minutes to play. We're in the 4th. Orange League Championship on the line with 1 week to play. Valencia finishes up with Anaheim. Brea plays Western. O'Brien dropping back over the middle and incomplete. Going for Phil Schumann. It was Mike Ryan, the honor student. He's 4.0. On the Richter scale, that hit may have registered a 4.
O'Brien straight back on the drop back. Getting the ball into the middle on the tight end there. Wouldn't have had a first down had he caught it, but at least would have given the punter more room to operate here.
Schumann wouldn't have had a headache if he didn't go for him. And it's Ryan who plays defense and Ryan who plays on special teams, and it's Ryan who brings it up to the 40-yard line. where Brea, working with a short field, will try to get even and possibly go ahead.
Short field and a short clock here. 4:24 left in the fourth quarter here.
And they're going to spot the ball at the 41. So here we go. Crash helmets and seat belts in order. What could be the final offensive drive for Brea as they drive to the Orange League crown. Valencia has won it the past 7 years, going for 8.
See a reverse here?
Baraglia diving ahead.
Looks like about 6.
Raul Padilla.
See Baraglia backed up just a little bit more than normally in that wing set.
They gave him 7, coach. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 34-yard line. Valencia crowd calling for a little bit of defense. Wing on the right, flanked out to the right, and a pitch for a sweep for Morales.
First time we've seen a sweep, toss sweep like that all night.
And the carry gives them a first down.
Out to the 30-yard line, 3:43. Clock will be started up here as soon as they get the chain set.
So just what head coach Mike Marujo and defensive coordinator Harry Dolan didn't want to see. 2 plays and a first down, and for the first time this year, Valencia being seriously threatened. 1st and 10 Brea, 3.5 to play. Double tight end, I tandem, flank to the left.
Play action pass.
Play action, left side, it is caught. Sean Bickle, first down Brea.
Well-conceived play there. The outside receiver had a deep post, cleared the halfback out of there. See the halfback up top there. Throw the ball, the back slipped into the flat.
18-yard pickup for Sean Bickle. And they spot the ball at the 11.
3:17 in the ball game.
Now if Brea scores, they will be down by 1, and you will have a critical call coming up. They need a win. A tie does them no good, so they would go for 2 points. They have to go 11 yards first. Rick Taylor wide to the right side.
Play action pass.
For Rick Taylor, touchdown!
That was nice. Now they got to get themselves calmed back down there. Got a big decision to make here. And the way the quarterback's running off the field looks... Brea calls a timeout. I was going to say, it looked like they were going to settle for the tie, but I think that Coach Looney go for 2 here. So
you have to go for 2. You are a 1/2 game behind. A tie doesn't do you anything. They go 59 yards in 1:17.
Okay, here's the play. Play action. Deep curl by the outside receiver. Inside receiver running into the flat to clear out the strong safety, and they just coming back to the ball nicely. The curl's been...
Hi, I'm AC Green, the Los Angeles Lakers. Catch the best in local sports coverage right here on PC.
I don't remember hearing a whistle, but could be wrong.
Tell you what, everybody is on their feet here on both sides, and what an excellent crowd it is.
I think we had an encroachment call there. I think one of the Brea people broke the imaginary plane there.
So that almost takes the onside kick away from you now, doesn't it?
Well, again, I think you'll see them go for it, because all you hope for here is a good bounce out of that non-round football.
You're playing with all your timeouts. 3 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock.
If you look back and see where the safety man is back there, not even, now he's moving more to the middle of the field. You just chink it over that front 2 lines there, over towards the referee, if you got a chance.
Let's see. They kick off
There it goes.
to a vacated area that is going to be covered up by Kevin Alexander.
And they get him out of bounds, and they pin him back there about the 23-yard line, 24-yard line.
Now, perhaps I should know this, but I want to ask you, would that 5-yard penalty, would they have to go for 15 yards before they could cover, or is it still 10?
Still 10.
Okay. Well, Valencia with 3:09 showing.
And a dead clock.
And the ball at the 24-yard line. Super ball game. It was 7-0 Valencia.
And we got a penalty.
And then 14-0 Tigers in the second quarter. Valencia saw the lead cut in half when Mike Ryan scored for Brea to make it 14-7. They went up 21-14. And now in the fourth, 21-20. John Fuel has done all the scoring for Valencia.
No penalty. Let's see what we got here. The referee's trying to sort things out. A little confusion coming out of the, as Valencia came out of the huddle, nearing the ball, the flag went up. A lot of confusion out there, and they've sorted it out now. Valencia will put the ball in play. 3:09 left in the ball game, up by 1. They need about 2 first downs here. Put the ball game away.
Willie Barnes trying to get to the outside and picked up maybe 4.
Picked up 4 and kept the clock rolling. We're down under 3 minutes.
When do you start using your timeouts?
Well, I think after this play here, if they can keep them from getting a first down, you'll see Brea call a timeout.
Willie Barnes, number 32. There's Big Mike Eli, number 92. They use him as a tight end.
Valencia in their right end full house look, goal line offense, a quick trap. I think you'll see Brea call a timeout here.
2:20, clock rolling, and
Brea can tend to let it run.
hopefully they will stop them here if you're Brea. 3rd and 4.
No such thing as a 2-minute warning in high school football.
No help there. Ball just shy of the 30. They need the 34. Biggest play of the night. O'Brien to John Fuel. Stopped.
He didn't get it. They're going to be short about 2 yards. Now they're going to call a timeout.
With 1:53 to play in the ball game. No overtime in high school football, and we couldn't go overtime anyways. We have a 1-point game. And they are going to be about 1.5 yards short. A field goal beats you. And dropping back to punt for Valencia will be Mark O'Brien. John Looney, head coach of Brea. You saw him momentarily talking to his group. There's Mike Marujo, the 3rd winningest coach in Orange County, approaching win number 100 in his great career. Mike Marujo, a CIF championship here at this very fine traditional high school. There he is. Boy, what a job he has done since he has arrived here. 7 straight Orange League championships. This was one of the worst football programs in the county before Mike came onto the scene. No longer. They are a powerhouse, rated 7th in Orange County, number 2 in Division 6. Back deep for Brea will be Mike Ryan, who already has a 50-yard return.
I think what you want to see here from Brea, if you're on Brea's side, you want to see a fair catch. But he's too deep for that.
Ryan let it roll rather than cover it and get him more than 3 or 4 yards. He let it roll back to the 33.
Yeah, but the clock will start. As soon as they get the chains moved, the clock will start. The only way it doesn't start if you field it, the only way you can stop it is to get it out of bounds. If you call a fair catch, you got a dead clock. But they'll wind the clock as soon as they get the chain set.
The only number that matters now is 67. That is how many yards Brea needs for the end zone. Of course, a field goal beats you. From the 33-yard line, 1:30 to play.
Come out, trips to the bottom of the screen here. And they're going to roll to it.
First pass caught by Taylor. He holds on to the ball. The clock will stop as he has the first down at the 46-yard line.
If you're the Valencia chain crew over there, you're trying to get those chains moving as fast as possible and get that clock going.
14-yard pickup for Rick Taylor, who has the third touchdown catch.
Double pass.
Baraglia going for Mike Ryan. He has it one-on-one against Sheldon. To the 10.
57 seconds. Boy, you saw that one coming. They threw the ball backwards.
Now the most important player on the field is Marco Hernandez, the field goal kicker for Brea. They spot the ball right at the 10.
Okay, here's the formation. They throw it out to the left. You see it's definitely thrown backwards. Baraglia throws the ball upfield. And Mike Ryan, boy, he's had some big plays tonight also.
It is Josiah Williams making the tackle. Ball at the 10. Marco Hernandez getting that leg loosened up on the far side of the stadium.
Well, he has not been exactly kicking the extra points too deep onto the track tonight, so we're not quite certain how much leg he has. Wildcats look like they're just right at the 10-yard line. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get a first down. I think you see them maybe play a little conservatively here, keep the ball on the ground, maybe try to move it over to the middle.
Middle of the field. Double tight end, sweep it left side Morales. A couple more yards, and he got out of bounds after he ran 7 seconds off the clock.
7-yard line, ball still out on the hash mark. 8-yard line.
Now, was it first and goal?
Well, I think they had the nose of the ball right on the 10-yard line.
So it is first and goal.
I don't think they can get a first down, but I don't think at this point that's going to be a factor.
The ball inside the 10-yard line.
Now they bring Roskelly in.
Defensive specialist.
Oh, now he's getting off, and he couldn't get the person subbed in for there.
Baraglia rolling to his right, throwing, and it is incomplete, going for Jamie Baraglia. Rob Sheldon defensively for Valencia.
A little surprised at that call.
I am too. Maybe he was hoping to catch Valencia. Surprised.
Yeah, throw a ball like that, you get a good chance of an interception. You'll go with the old Woody Hayes philosophy of passing at this point of the ball game. In my coaching time, I like to throw the ball down around the goal line a lot. But with under a minute to go and you're down there for the winning field goal, I think you keep the ball on the ground and just set up your field goal, give yourself a chance to win it.
Third down.
For a run here to the right side.
Pressure, lobs it up and out of bounds. Fourth down, it's coming down to the kicking game. The Tigers let them get close, but they wouldn't let them get in. And onto the field comes Marco Hernandez to try to win it for Brea. 42 seconds, Orange League Championship riding on this kick. They will spot the ball.
On the 15, it'll be a 25-yard kick. Let's see if he has enough leg, I don't know. Didn't get here in time to see the pregame warm-ups.
He was kicking some good ones. He was.
Now Brea takes a timeout.
He is 5'10", 175. He is a junior. And Marco Hernandez will have some time to think about it here. You see him trying to keep those legs loose. On this homecoming night for Valencia, boy. No fireworks at halftime. They saved them for the end of this. 42 seconds. Ball got to the 8-yard line. Brea, they have never led in this game. Valencia, they have only trailed once all year. That the first game of the season against St. John Bosco. They trailed 7-3. They came right back and got a touchdown and to win that opening game 10-7.
All right, what's your prediction here, big boy?
As far as make or miss,
Yep. Put you on the spot.
when they trailed 7-3 against St. John Bosco, they had a 51-yard pass to Josiah Williams and a 23-yard run by Ryan Ross-Kelly. They went 80 yards in 6 plays, the point being that with 42 seconds to play, Valencia can strike quickly. All right, your referee right there, you're looking at Bill Hudson. Here we go, ball game on the line, 42 seconds, 21-20, Brea trailing by 1, trying to go ahead on this kick by Marco Hernandez, a 25-yarder, high snap. Ryan held, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Boy, oh boy. You get poor perspective from up here in the booth, but we didn't know if it was good or no good until you see the officials run up there, because the kicking from the hash mark looked like it might have been a little bit wide.
A great job, Carl, by Mike Ryan to bring down that high snap.
Well, he's had some big plays. Here's the play, high snap, gets it up in the air, and no doubt about it, officials right there to call it.
25-yarder, and it comes with 37 seconds to play. So for only the second time this year, Valencia finds themselves down in a football game. It happened on opening night. It happens in their home final game of the season. One more game next week against Anaheim. Brea, they play Western. They are home to Western next week. Valencia, they are at Anaheim.
And now Valencia looking for a good run back here. Brea probably won't give them the chance. There's a squib kick, but they're going to give them good field position.
Well, it keeps bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And what should have been good field position is now less than average.
Yeah.
Inside the 20.
And I think you're going to get a live clock also. Clock rolling here as soon as they get the chain set. And a field goal wins it for Valencia too, so I wouldn't count them out.
Here we take one more look at it.
High snap, off center, and able to get the ball down onto the tee.
O'Brien now looking for the sideline, and Ryan Ross-Kelly
out of bounds
to midfield, and they say he went out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup to Ryan Ross-Kelly, who's playing with a very sore foot that has kept him out of the game for most of the evening. And we said that when Valencia went down to St. John Bosco, they came right back in 6 plays and scored. One of those plays, a big play to Ryan Ross-Kelly.
21 seconds. Oh, and they started the clock.
With 17 seconds. And now we have confusion on the field. Timeout for the moment.
I think they should not have started the clock there. Referee wound the clock, but it was a dead ball out of bounds. Should have been 21 seconds on the clock with nothing going. Here they're coming over here. It's 21 seconds when the play went out of bounds on the previous play, and the referee erroneously wound the clock there.
Now, in case you're thinking field goal Valencia, David Greer, his longest on the year, a 33-yarder. So they need to get to about the 20 to get into field goal range for David Greer.
They're going to have to hold the clock here for about 5 seconds. Now, in my estimation, that's what they'll do. My estimation of what they ought to do is run the clock down to 0 and let it wind down to 21 seconds again instead of leaving it up to somebody to hand count something 5 seconds before they start the clock. At this stage of the game, the importance of the ball game.
So So apparently they're going to have to hold it for what? Did I hear 4 seconds?
Well, I think my recollection was there was 21 seconds left when Ross Kelly was out of bounds at the first down play.
And is that a 6 or a 5 up there? Looks like a 6.
A 6, yeah. You're asking me, huh?
You know, I would say something, but I'm not going to. No, I won't.
Maybe after we're off the air.
Yeah, it would be a very unkind statement. 23-21 Brea.
Now Brea playing the old proverbial prevent now. They're man under coverage with 3 deep.
The ball is at
the short one.
The Valencia 46-yard line. O'Brien, what about his arm? He's given some good pressure. Now he lets it fly. Incomplete. Going for Josiah Williams, it was number 21, Mark Feeney. 5'9", 160 junior. There he is.
Now that should be about right. There shouldn't be any time off the clock.
Now you hear some boos in the background. They are booing the fact that the clock did not start, and that is just to cover up for the previous play.
Now the clock should start normally here.
Second and 10.
Look for them to try to get the ball to Ross Kelly here. In the seam.
O'Brien throws low. And Ross Kelly is met. And what about a timeout, Valencia? 9 seconds, 8 seconds. They don't use a timeout. 5 seconds, 4. They throw the ball out of bounds with 3 seconds to stop the clock. 3 seconds to play. Everybody on their feet.
Well, I got one last Hail Mary play, and that's it. Don't know if they're out of timeouts or not, Darren. I know they used one early.
Well, you'd have to assume so. I mean, there would be almost... Well, why wouldn't they use it at that critical point? Doesn't matter. Everything else is over except for this one play. 23-21 Brea Orange League Championship could be riding on this last play. And the junior quarterback, Mark O'Brien, lets it fly down the right side. It is going to be no good. And the Wildcats have upset the Tigers.
Boy, a wild and woolly one. Here's the play thrown up. Hail Mary at this point.
Mike Buonaro making the exclamation point. The Wildcats, a wild win and a wild celebration taking place. And for the Valencia Tigers, they suffer their first setback on the year. They still have a shot at the Orange League title. They would have to beat Anaheim next week and hope that Western can pull the upset at Brea in order to win their 8th straight Orange League title.
Well, stranger things have happened in the Orange League over the last few years. It's always been 1 or 2 major upsets right down at the end of the year to cause things to go into turmoil.
A 9-point fourth quarter. 23-21 final for Brea. They improved to 6 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie on the year. The important numbers, 3 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. For Valencia, they fall to 8-1 and 3-1 in league play. And now, Carl, the difference being the Savannah game, where Brea tied Savannah, and now the loss to Brea on Valencia, and that's your half-game difference.
Well, half game or full game at this stage is not that critical. You know, they're up, then they've beaten Valencia, and they've got the control where they want it, because all they have to do is win. If they win, they've won the league championship. They don't have to count on anybody else to do anything.
In fact, they can even tie.
Well, I don't know what how the Orange League looks at ties, if they count half a win, half a loss, but if they do it that way, even